Yeah, no, this is really, really interesting. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. He broke the lines. He went through the lines. Togashi, you dirty dog. So the author of Hunter x Hunter, Yoshihiro Togashi, he is a very naturally ill man. His body is crippled to a good portion, and you know, sitting up and just doing things generally cause him a lot of pain. And you know, it just got worse over time, especially being a mangaka, right? You know, it's a very taxing job. I am able to look and like notice when he wasn't like feeling so good, like when he wasn't able to give it his all for these chapters. They don't really need to look as good as like they could have ever have looked, but like, you know what, actually let's do a little comparison. So let's go to chapter 30 just to show you all kind of like what I'm talking about. Earlier on, like 30 chapters into the series, this was what the environment used to look like. I mean, trees all around, right? Like very abundant and, you know, clearly detailed. It almost reminds me of Naruto, honestly. But it may be a little hard to look just because, or maybe a little hard to like just see in general, just because there's a lot of white and not a lot of black. But like, you know, you can like make out like, oh, like these tree stems and all that good stuff. Like these backgrounds, they are pretty well done. Even if some of them do look basic like this, like there's a good amount of quality. Now we are 170 chapters in, and this is what the environment is looking like. Just back here, or even down here, very rudimentary. I know the tricks that he's getting away with to do what he's doing. These lines right here, they look thicker, like right over by Gon's hair, but the thing is that that's not one thick line. Those are several, like he's treating these panels as sketch line. Like for stuff like this, he's treating it as sketch lines, because if you take a look, you can see, like if you look really close, you can see the several different lines that he used just to make this one like illustration of Gon, but they all come together to make one like coherent image. So it's really, really interesting like what Togashi is able to do. This very, very interesting just to see overall, because like I said, going to chapter 30, seeing the environment all in here, and then going to chapter 176 and just taking a look at the difference. Because normally, you know, or at least with a casual mangaka, the more you go, the more you improve, right? But in this case, not the situation here. Very, very, very interesting to see. But honestly, like, you don't need a clean forest to like make the scene perfect. You know what I mean? Like with the very minimal amount of proper illustrations done here, I can still get what I'm supposed to be like perceiving and looking at. Like this is definitely a forest, you know, this is the ground, the grass, a tree, and it's like stump and like all the roots that are like up above the ground, more trees, grass. Like I can understand it all, you know what I mean? Like it's coherent still.